Good morning, lads. We're going to show you today how to take this ordinary image of this great football player here, as seen on the right, and turn him into a little distortion or dispersion effect, as some call it, here on the left. So, as seen here, we're going to go to Photoshop, CS5 on the Mac, but it doesn't matter if it's on Windows, and CS4 this works in the same manner. Go to File, you go to Open, then you open up your image. Now we're using a PNG on this, and the background's already deselected. But if your background is still there, just use one of the selection methods and select around your image and deselect the background. You're going to want to rename the layers on this because we're working through a couple layers here. We're going to call this one Original. And we're just going to make a copy of this. You can use Command or Control J, makes a quick copy of it. Rename this one as the large. You're going to see this in a minute. We're going to take this large layer now and scale it out a little so it's bigger than the previous image. And then you want it to be wider. Use the little perspective tool up here. You can play with the pixel scaling. You want almost to overlap the original, so that way when you go to paint, the next step you're going to have an easy flow and transition. So that's good for now. Now you're going to want to make another copy of your original. If you want to go back to it, you always could. Just drag that one to the bottom. Now drag your large one below the original layer. You're going to see that the larger one's a little bit bigger here. It's no problem, we're going to take care of that right now. You're going to go up to Layer, and then you're going to go to the Layer Mask, and then you're going to do Hide All. It's going to add a little black mask over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to change our paint palette to white. Okay, and then we're going to go to the Paint Brush, and then you're going to want to open up your paint brushes. You can do this over here on the side, go on Brush, or you do a drop down up here, change your brush size. Now we're using paint splatter brushes. You can download numerous of these through the internet. Most of them are free. The ones we are using are actually free. So here we go. Now what you're going to do is you're going to change your opacity and your flow to 100%. Now with it being white over here on the left, you're going to use one of the splatter paint brushes and start just clicking back around. Change your size of your brush. And you're going to want to use a couple different brushes to give it the realistic effect. So as you resize your brushes here, you can do that just by using the bracket keys. The left one makes it smaller, the right one makes it bigger. Normally the smaller the better. Okay, let's do this one again. Now you just keep doing this until you get to an image that you like. You don't have to go too much onto it. If you do too much, you're going to get the outline back, which you're not going to want. You just want to do enough to make it look realistic. Now if you're using some whites like right here in the knee pad, it's going to be a little harder to see on the transparent background. But we'll also take care of that in the next couple steps. A little bit up here. Keep some around this cleat here. There's this cleat there, there's this cleat here. Okay. It's never done, it's always a work in progress. Okay, so now we're going to have to take the original layer and apply a layer mask to this. We're going to do the layer mask of the Reveal All. This is going to make a little white background mask on it. Now you're going to take the paintbrush and with your paint palette switch to black. It's going to click over his jersey on the right hand side. It's going to take away some of the jersey and make it transparent see-through. You're going to do this all over the place to make it look realistic again. Again, switch your brushes around, give it different effects. Add some here, add some there. The closer you go to the edges, sometimes it makes it look more realistic. A little there, here, closer there. Increase your brush size, take a little out there, change your brush again. It's really just a matter of time. It takes a lot of time to do this. So you get just how you want it. Hit the wrong key there. Go back to the brush. Take a little out there. A little out there. A little here. A little more down here on that. Okay, so if this is how you want it to look now, and now we want to apply a background, you can either use one of your own images or just apply a simple background layer, gradient. We like using the black to white as it's a neutral color, and for this image it's going to make it pop a lot. So a simple way to do this is you don't want to create a new layer by simply clicking down here. New layer. This way you can drag the new layer to the bottom and it'll be below everything else. Now we like using the black to white gradient as it's a neutral color. For an image like this, it's going to work perfectly. You just click on one corner, you drag to another part of the image, it automatically creates the gradient. Now you can play around with your gradient just by redrawing lines like that until you see it pop the way you want it to make it pop. Now just like the paint splatter, you just keep playing around with this until you get it to the point that you would like it to be. That's about all we got for you today.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice day.